Welcome. Today we dive into the world of phrasal verbs, exploring their types and uncovering some new rare gems that can elevate your language skills. So get tuned. You may ask yourself, what am I doing using phrasal verbs? So when I do this, what am I doing using phrasal verbs? When I do this, what am I doing using phrasal verbs? So, onwards, you'll be able to use these phrasal verbs correctly. Hello? We'll come again. Okay, when you do this, in English, using phrasal verbs, we say button up, button up. I'm buttoning up my shirt. I'm buttoning up my shirt. And then when you take this and do this, right? I am putting on my jacket. I am putting on my jacket. Is to put on. When I do this with the zip, I'm zipping up my jacket. Zip up, button up, put on. All right? And I expect you're going to use it in a day routine. And from today, I brought for you some new, less common phrasal verbs that you have never thought that exist. Let's imagine that we are quiet and nobody speaking, and then suddenly someone pipes up. And then after that, the coach spills out. And then after that, we find a person who bottles up something. And then we try to phase it out. As a teacher, I'm going to 0 in 1. So what is that? What does it mean exactly? All right, to pipe up is to speak suddenly, and to spell out is to explain something clearly in details, and to bottle up is to suppress emotions, and then to phase out is to gradually stop using something, and then to 0 in 1 is to focus closely on something. Actually, that tie is not helping, because yesterday we suffered a lot, and I think that we should get rid of that tie, and probably would be to get something new or new tie. What is that to get rid of? Rid of is a phrasal verb. So learn about phrasal verb, you feel the word flowing like water. You feel English growing like a tree. Okay, I wanted to explain about this because probably you might misuse some phrasal verbs. When we talk about phrasal verbs, we also look at phrasal verbs that we consider them separable phrasal verbs, and some are unseparable phrasal verbs, or phrasal verbs that we can separate and phrasal verbs that we cannot separate. We can put the object pronoun in the middle of the verb plus a preposition. Okay, the verb plus a preposition. So we call it separable phrasal verb. So we also have some phrasal verbs that we cannot separate.